Tixium, or what was once called Multix, is now a part of glorious Rome, and once we resolve a certain energy situation, it may be time to at last say hello to our not-so-friendly neighbors, the Dabulan Free Traders. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Ancient Relics in our Roma Galactica II.V series. So yeah, we're going to keep things cruising along this episode, but in the last 5 or 10 minutes of the previous episode, we made some switches in terms of our economic policies, which fixed our consumer goods deficit and created a massive energy deficit. Part of that is due to the fact that we have a lot of ships floating around being constructed that are not in orbit of a starbase. And by virtue of that, they are out being supported in the wild, and we need to stop that as quickly as we possibly can. It also seems that... Was there a... Hang on a second. I'm not sure what's going on with this colony, but it appears maybe there was a colony operation already underway, or maybe I gave the order. This is a continental world. I'm not sure what's happening right now. This colonization must have already been happening when we took over the Multix Union. I don't like the name, though, because we already have... Hang on. I don't think we have a Caledonia, do we? Colonia Caledonia? Let's do that. Also, really quickly at the beginning of this episode, one thing I noticed in the last one is that the Multics have an odd planetary preference. Yeah, we need the glandular acclimation tech in order to modify that preference. But we need them words. We need them not to prefer Gaia worlds, because that makes them perpetually unhappy on any planet that isn't perfect, which is kind of a problem. So I want to keep an eye on that. But anyway, let's see what we can do here to help otherwise. I don't have... Do I not have an energy grid here yet? Okay, that's one thing that'll help with the energy problem. And then we have a slight housing issue on Nisa. So let's go ahead and build an energy... Well, we don't need an energy district. I think more importantly, we can do a city district there. So yeah, we're just going to do all we can this episode to lower that deficit. And as soon as we have that completely under control, we can think about declaring war on the Dabulan Free Traders. The Goths Confederated Stars are, of course, allied with them. They don't have any way directly into our territory, though, because they would have to go through the Penthulan
Science
Chroniclers.
Division reports a new breakthrough.
All right, the plasma cannon has been researched. I'm going to go ahead and go for hyper shields. We're not going to go for the jump drive because I don't want to invite trouble just yet. Ascrivium, what can I do with you?
Complete.
I can give you more alloy production. We can upgrade this Mega Forgers to something else. But I think what I'd prefer to do...
Construction complete.
On Ascrivium is build a luxury residence so that we don't run out of housing there. Neritum can use housing for similar reasons. Silpium can do what?
Construction complete.
Okay. Energy deficit is going to be pretty chaotic this episode and the next one, I imagine. Hang on. At least for the entirety of this episode until we can get those ships in orbit of the Procyon system. Let's go ahead and sell 10,000 food. Go ahead and sell 2,500 consumer goods because we're making plenty. And that gives us a little bit more energy to work with. Once we hit the 10-year mark from that policy that we changed, we can change it back. So that's another option that we might have. Let's take a quick look. Alloy production is still okay despite the civilian economy switch that we did. So we might be able to go to wealth creation in 2345, July.
Construction complete.
All right, Tixium definitely still has more that it can do. Oh, there's not... Okay, here's something useful. We haven't built an energy grid here yet. Let's get that done.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Okay, that'll help eventually, but I don't know that we're going to go for those just yet. Citadel's going to come in handy. Corvette hull points plus 100.
Construction complete.
I'm going to go ahead and start researching living metal. That's going to take 86 months, but we need that. We need it yesterday. So that's what we're going to focus on. Let's get a city district built there. And then on Phlegra, what do we have here? We're okay on housing and okay on amenities.
Construction complete.
It's really just... I mean, this is a mining world. We've already got the mineral purification hubs built.
Construction complete.
So I suppose an alloy foundry wouldn't be the worst thing here.
Construction complete.
Regia can build an additional generator at this point. Pacifica. The energy grid's not going to have much use there. Let's do a luxury residence. Should be fine. Okay. Still building lots of ships to join classes too, and as long as that's the case, our energy situation is going to be ridiculous. We might just have to switch that particular job back. Maybe I went in a little bit too hard going for both of those at once. But we can always sell minor artifacts as well. I would prefer to try and avoid that, but, you know, we can try.
Science Division reports success.
Oh, wow. Lots to do. So, Whispers in the Stone. A material scan of the Kalanka statues has revealed that they were, in fact, once alive, and their genetic composition resembles no other we have encountered before. They are a silicone-based life form that have somehow reverted back to a lifeless crystal state. Is it possible the stonecutters really did find a way to create life from fire and stone? Curious. So we gained a minor artifact from that. We're still working towards the final chapter of Whispers in the Stone. Climate restoration has been fully researched. Yay! All right, so we can reverse engineer minor artifacts, which is really tempting. I'm going to go for regenerative hull tissue, though, next. And then we have a tradition available. So, leader lifespan increased by 20 years, and then that gives us access to when in a defensive war with another empire, ship build speed is increased by 33%. In addition, the ship fire rate is increased by 15% for ships within your borders. Yep, let's do that. Now let's take a look at how these guys are doing. Because, yeah, they haven't been doing a whole lot. They must have lost contact with the fleet I wanted them to attack, because I wanted them to come up here and actually help hold this area down, and they haven't been doing that. I've been focusing on my own territory. Yeah, we are almost at our naval capacity now that we're building classes too. That's okay, though. Just need to keep an eye on all my colonies to the best of my ability so that we can reduce this as much as we can, as quickly as we can.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we can definitely get some more trade value out of Jinkath. Although I don't want to do it with another station. So yeah, I would have to do it here. And I really don't want to do that because that's a defensive station. Oh, I can definitely do an off-world trading company there. That'll help. Where else can we get trade value? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fwahiri station. No, it's already got... I'd have to replace that, which is okay. I can do that.
Construction
and then
complete.
Build trade hubs over the rest of it in order to get that, which I'm going to do. Forget my sound of disapproval.
Construction complete.
That's not going to happen. All right, so I'm going to disband a few of these construction ships just because I don't need them. The science ships also can go away. And getting rid of those will reduce my energy upkeep a little bit, not a lot. What's going on here? Oh, that's right. We have this whole fleet that we probably don't need anymore, right? This is all of their old ships. I think I am going to just go ahead and disband this. Didn't even think about that. I'm going to delete you just because you're sitting there being obnoxious. And that'll help, actually. We're going to see a big dip in that. I didn't even think about their fleets, and I wasn't looking at the outliner too closely. Okay, so still work to do. Mainly the policy switch in 2345, I think it is? Yeah, 2345 in July, middle of the year. All right, let's build another district here. Let's take a look at our pops. Looks like the snakeoids have definitely taken up the specialist jobs here. The workers are mainly slaves, Bathozoid slaves. Stability is climbing pretty steadily.
Construction
on Pila,
complete.
which is good to see. Oh, these animations are all kinds of jacked up. What's going on with the unemployment here? Are there pops constantly moving around?
Construction complete.
Seems like there might be some
Construction
bugs. Just saying. Might be a few issues. All right, I'm going to keep building energy districts whenever there's opportunity to, because that's where the need is. I want to try to address that. Because the less I have to spend, the less I have to get rid of my other resources in maintaining my energy stockpile, the better off I will be. Okay, so down here... All right, that Star Fortress is almost done. It's 40 days away. Classis 1 is ready for an upgrade. Let's go ahead and get that done. Classis 2 is also ready for an upgrade. Go attack them, please.
Construction complete. Ships refitted. Ships refitted.
Aw, they jumped. Cowards. Okay, so we've taken control of all this again.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
We've technically won the war. Oh, good. Regenerative hull tissue. That was fast. Very nice. All right, habitability +5. That sounds like it's something I need to do ASAP. Claim influence cost and claim war exhaustion gain. Starbase capacity +2. Let's go with starbase capacity +2. I think that's the most important thing. And now that we have the ability, I would like to do something that has waited far too long. It's 2337. You would think we would have done this before now. But we are going to terraform Mars into a continental world. And now we only have 700 energy remaining, which I kind of was worried about. So I'm going to earn some of that back by selling off... There we go. I'm going to earn all of it back by selling off some of my advanced resources. Okay, let's see what else we can do here. We can absolutely build some additional generator districts. Hell, I'm going to build 2 more on Emerita. And then Regia is already building a generator district, and it looks like there's room for more. What specifically can I build? Yeah, let's go ahead and do a Ministry of Production there. That'll help. Now, this is a generator world, so we're going to build a couple of things here. Getting a little bit ahead of myself. Matter of fact, I'll skip the generator district for now. And you, I suppose, just need more housing. This is a mining world, so we'll just do a mining district there. Yep, let's extend the deal. Now, how many exotic gases do we have? Let's just do the next deal down. Goodbye. And hopefully I didn't misread that, and this is not about to go down by 1. That's exactly what happened. All right, so we might have to re-engineer that deal. Casa Locosius now has the Scout trait. And I forgot that those numbers don't upgrade. They don't update immediately when the deal expires. So that number that I was looking at in order to make the decision about how much more I wanted was the number that included the old deal. My bad. Okay, so you're awesome now. There's lots of sublight speed boosts. The Cartouches Star Hunters, which we're calling it, tongue-in-cheek firmly, are doing quite well. We just need to
Construction complete.
take on the Vetericius Confederation's fleet here. We've won the war. It's just that these guys, the Raxar Hegemony, are on a bit of a... I don't know. They've got some kind of vendetta. They're after these guys for some reason. Can't quite say why. All right, we've got a mining world here. Still lots of room for generator districts, though. So I think what I'll do, though, is build luxury residences just to make sure that people on that very important mining world are happy. And you are not connected to the trade network. Just notice that. I've noticed it a couple of times, but I haven't processed that. Now, why are you saying that you're not connected?
Construction complete.
So you connect now? No, evidently not. Okay, there's something I'm doing that is just completely screwing everything up. Now I all of a sudden don't understand this interface as much as I thought I did. So it's saying now the Hixum station is not connected to the trade network. Okay, so select this trade hub. Right-click on another upgraded starbase to set a trade route to that location. Okay, so there. All right. There. Okay. I'm glad that tooltip explained that, because for a second I was super annoyed. Off-world trading company will be built there. And then an additional trade hub, I suppose. We needed to build 2 more, I think. I think that is the one that's replacing one of those shipyards. Okay, glad I figured that out. Energy deficit's going down a bit too, which is nice to see. That's probably as a result of
a new world.
All right, good. Colonia Caledonia has been fully set up. Yeah, Classis 2 is in orbit. We still have a few ships coming in range, but now that they're mostly with the fleet.
Construction complete.
Yeah, let's give the order to make sure they're in orbit, and that will help.
Construction complete.
But we need to reduce ship upkeep at the Procyon station. So how can we do that? I can go ahead and replace you with... Well, no, I can just upgrade you to a Citadel at some point. I don't need to replace anything. Although I suppose I could replace the target uplink computer with crew quarters. Let's do that. Because I need to just do everything that I possibly can to reduce that situation. There's no reason that should just be an ongoing energy deficit. Okay. You go ahead and conquer that, please. And then we're going to keep taking over these systems. Until these guys decide they're done fighting. Lots of terraforming projects happen.
Construction complete.
The Mars one's going to take a while. But when it's done, we'll have a nice Mars.
Construction
Terraformed. I can't wait for them to actually add a Mars texture. Maybe they finally have it, I'm just not aware of it. But as far as I know, they don't have a texture in the game yet that looks like Mars when it's terraformed. When you play Surviving Mars Green Planet, for instance, when you're terraforming Mars, it's not like all of a sudden, once the planet is green and lush, you can no longer see the same geology and geographic features anymore. It's all there. But currently, for the past several versions in Stellaris, they haven't had a Martian texture that looks like that's part of the base game. They might have it in mods that I'm not aware of, but that's just something I hope that they work on. Okay, so I'm gonna do an energy grid here, not because this is an energy producing world, but just because... Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. That's a lie. That's a horrendous lie. We're gonna do a research institute. Oh, don't have the planetary capital yet, so we've got to wait until that's done. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Research institute is more fun.
Construction complete.
Hyperborea is definitely an urban world. It's going to be just mainly a place for people to live. Which is interesting because it's so frigidly cold. Okay, so these two, I dismantled these for the purpose of building, or did I just upgrade this building? Because I could definitely get Jinkith involved if I do a trade hub there. Yeah, let's just go ahead and plug this in. I feel like I was going to do something else with that, but now that I'm looking at that option, may as well. I don't think that is an area of my territory I'm going to be too concerned about defending if we go to war with the Dabulan Free Traders. It's out in frontier space. It's way out on the edge. It's far away from Seoul. Seoul's all the way down here. Yeah.
Construction complete.
And this is the area where I'm going to be attacking them, so I'm going to come from this direction. And, well, I'm going to come from up there too, but mainly here. This is where we're going to hit the Dabulan Free Traders when it happens. Okay, now look at our energy deficit. It's much better. Improving every day. Yeah, the Star Hunters continue to just absolutely kick ass out here. I'm surprised that the war is still ongoing, to tell you the truth. Yeah, we don't have the option of changing that. I'm just hoping that they end the war at some point soon and get there. Oh, there we go. All right, so they finally claimed all but one system down here. There we go, indeed. It looks like they got the Federicius to give up some systems that they had. That's interesting. All right, the Raxar just ended that war and added a lot of territory. Very, very good. 80 more days and we'll be able to add the Research Institute there. Favonius, it is time for you to have a gene clinic. Telepylos. Yeah, let's get energy production going there. And then Triana. There's that. Augusta can do what? We don't have research labs here, which is weird. Let's go ahead and do that.
Construction complete.
Energy deficit is gone. And it's going to continue to climb. We want to make sure that we have a nice surplus built up. And again, part of that is in about 6 years and change, we are going to reverse that policy decision that I made at the end of the last episode.
Construction
Probably be doing
complete.
that around the same time we're at war with the Dabulan Free Traders, I would imagine, or right before we go to war with them, and that'll give us the surplus that we need. That is likely how it'll go down. Let's go ahead and upgrade those ships. Let's have the Federation fleet repair itself, and then just hang out. Aha! So that's the end of this archaeological site. The stonecutters at the Kalanka. The stonecutters are the Kalanka. There we go. Closer study of their remains has shown that they were crystallized when the silicone-based molecules bonded with oxygen, forming quartz. The Kalanka habitat is at a depth where oxygen does not occur naturally. They developed as an anaerobic life form, suffering horrendously excruciating and drawn-out deaths on exposure to air. Surveys of the tunnel system confirm the suspicions of our scientists. Until the first archaeology team pierced the tunnel system, the Kalanka civilization was still alive and thriving. Our discoveries here have led to the invention of a technique where crystals are manufactured synthetically by oxidating artificially grown silicone-based cell clusters. So we gained, wow. So we have a lithoid crystal plant option now, which produces 2 rare crystals and 3 translucer jobs. Very nice. And we got 10 minor artifacts, and we gained the rare crystal manufacturing
Science
technology
Division report success.
out of that. So
Ships refitted.
sweet. That comes in handy. Only 10 minor artifacts from that, but hey, I'll take it. Now, you, I think, just need to go back to Earth and help with research. I think that's where you were. So go back and assist with research, and we're going to wait for the very next such event to pop up. But I'm excited. Things are starting to go quite smoothly. Let's go ahead and get that research institute built there. Pila is in need of another... Oh, wow. Are we really that low on minerals? It's not that we're low. We're consuming minerals so fast. Okay. Yeah, let's do an energy grid there. It's helpful so far. I'm kind of falling back on some older Stellaris strategy of building those on all of my worlds as opposed to just on worlds that are built for energy production.
Complete.
And in this current situation, it's working quite well to balance the scales in our favor. Well, since that war is over and we just finished that archaeological site, this is a nice kind of breathing moment, a kind of pause. We have fixed our energy situation as well at the same time, so that's quite handy. And once we finish these terraforming projects, which is going to take another episode or two in the case of Mars, we'll be in a situation, I think, to sincerely consider attacking the Dabulan Free Traders. Let's compare really quickly. They are inferior to ours. Their fleet power is inferior, economic power is inferior, and their tech level is pathetic compared to ours. So that'll be a fun war to watch. Not necessarily the most contentious, but certainly one worth building up to for a bit. And that's what we've been doing. That's what we're going to do for another episode or two. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Hey, I held on to my breath that time.